Every powerful company, technology, and empire has a hidden story. Welcome to World System Decode, where we uncover the rise, fall, and secrets behind the systems shaping our world.
Today, we're going to break down the story of the coffee shop that, well, basically tricked the entire world. Because let's get one thing straight right from the start. When you walk into that famous green and white cafe, you are not actually buying coffee. No, you're buying a story. A story so well-crafted, so powerful that it convinced millions of us that a simple drink was worth a premium price. I mean, really think about it. At its core, it's just milk, sugar, and some coffee beans. Logically, there's just no way that adds up to $6. Not even close. So the real question is, why did we all pay it? Why did you happily hand over that money? Well, I'll tell you this. It's no accident. It is an absolute masterclass in psychology. See, what we're really looking at here is a deliberate design. Starbucks didn't just sell a product. They sold a perception. And they did it using 5 very specific psychological tactics to totally rewire how we think about a simple cup of coffee. Okay, first up, they reframed the product. Completely. They weren't selling you a beverage, they were selling you an experience. You know what I'm talking about. The soft music, the warm lighting, those comfy chairs, it all works together to create this feeling of affordable luxury. You're not just grabbing coffee, you're literally buying yourself a moment. Second, and this is just brilliant, they took control of the language itself. You can't just walk in and ask for a small, medium, or large. No way. You have to learn their system. Tall, grande, venti. It seems like such a small thing, but trust me, it's an incredibly powerful psychological tool. So here's the key idea. When a system is just a little bit confusing, we tend to just defer to the experts. And in this case, that's the barista. It's a principle called confusion creates compliance. And by creating their own language, they make you trust their system. You don't just order anymore, you participate. And once you learn that language, you feel like you've been initiated, like you're part of some exclusive club. Number 3 is price anchoring. Now, $6 for a latte might sound like a lot in a vacuum, but when you look up at that menu and you see a more complex seasonal drink for, say, $8, your brain immediately recalibrates. All of a sudden, that $6 latte feels reasonable, maybe even like a smart choice by comparison. Fourth on the list is the illusion of customization. So, do you want oat milk, an extra shot, whipped cream? Every single choice makes you feel like you're in control, like you're crafting this drink that's uniquely yours. But in reality, every one of those options is a carefully designed path to a higher price, a price we happily accept because we feel like we're in the driver's seat. And finally, we have what is maybe the most powerful tactic of all, identity selling. With that cup in your hand, you're not just some person drinking coffee. Oh no, you're a coffee person. You're a thinker, a creator, someone on the move. That cup becomes a signal to the whole world about who you are. So where did this whole philosophy even come from? Well, it was never really about the coffee beans. It was born from an idea to sell a very specific feeling. So let's jump into the origin story and see how this all kicked off. Okay, so picture this. It's the 1980s, and American coffee is pretty much just a cheap, forgettable commodity. But then a guy named Howard Schultz goes to Italy, and he sees that coffee over there isn't just a caffeine delivery system. It's a ritual. It's about community. It's about connection. So his big vision wasn't to import Italian coffee, but to import that feeling. And this vision led to the core concept he created, the third place. It's not home, that's your first place. And it's not work, that's your second place. It's that crucial space in between, a place where you can connect, relax, and just feel a sense of belonging. That is what you're really paying for. So now that we kind of get the why behind it all, let's distill this entire strategy into an actionable blueprint. This is the 6-step playbook for persuasion that Starbucks absolutely perfected. Let's break down the first 3 steps. First, upgrade the meaning. Don't sell the coffee, sell the lifestyle it represents. Second, control the environment. Engineer every little detail from the music to the smell to shape your mood and your decisions. And third, create a new language to make customers feel like they're insiders. And here are the final 3 steps. Step 4, offer controlled choices. This keeps you engaged, but it makes sure every option is profitable. 5, anchor high to make the real price seem like a total deal. And finally, step 6, and this is the most important one, attach emotion. Because at the end of the day, Starbucks is selling comfort, status, and belonging, all in a single cup. Just think about that simple act of them writing your name on the cup. Even if they spell it wrong, you probably smile, right? Why? It's not about getting the spelling right. It's about getting a moment of personal attention in a really busy world. For just a split second, you feel seen. And that feeling is incredibly powerful. So once you understand all these little pieces, the whole picture just snaps into focus. You can start to see this invisible system that's working behind the sale. And this brings us to the core truth of it all. After everything we've talked about, you start to realize Starbucks didn't actually trick the world. They just understood it. They understood human psychology. They understood our deep need for comfort, for identity, for a sense of belonging. They understood you. And now you see the playbook too. You can see the patterns not just in coffee shops, but everywhere, in every brand you love, in every premium price you willingly justify. So the real question is this. Now that you know the rules of the game, are you just going to continue to play it? Or are you going to start using these principles for yourself?
If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video and share it with someone who loves business and technology documentaries. And don't forget to subscribe to World System Decode so you never miss the hidden stories behind the world's most powerful companies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Decode.